I wish he would go to sleep. I don't think he's going to sleep. I actually think he's riding his high.
He's riding his high.
He got his teeth cleaned today.
Oh.
And he was supposed to have it, and I was supposed to go pick him up at 2:30. And then they called at 2 and said, we haven't done it yet. Can you come at 4:30 to get him? And I was like, well, yeah, but it threw everything off. Because that's not... I think actually it might have happened last time. Actually, it might have happened before. But it's been a year, so I didn't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, man, I just get so stressed out about stuff, you know?
You're conscientious.
Just like waiting for the outcome of something.
Yeah. A lot of
Whatever the outcome's going to be, I'll be fine with. I mean, I'll accept the outcome. That's what I do. I just accept things. But I don't like pending status. And most of my life, I'm in pending status. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. I forgot my light. So he's all goofy. And so he came home goofier.
Who did?
Stan Lee, because he didn't have that time to wake up. I think they just finished when I picked him up. I think it was like he was just done. Anyway. They gassed him up. $386.
Oh man, they gassed him up.
Well, it cleaned his teeth.
Oh.
And then I read the itemized thing. It was like, fuck. It's just a lot. Anyway. But, I'm going to start carving stones. I'm super excited about it. And yes, my dear sweet angel, if you are Earth Angel, if you are listening, I did call you earlier. I pocket dialed you. My phone called you. It was thinking about you right when I got to the vet to pick up Stan Lee. Oh, don't start crying. And then we got a new thing over here. We have this dog kennel that all the dogs and cat like sleeping in it over here. And this new thing, Luna did this yesterday, but today it's Benny's turn.
I'll get to sleep.
Then he slept. I put up this up here for Stan Lee, and then the dogs like it just fine.
Snuggle in.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool. I love, because I put that blanket on there, and then I did that for Stan Lee to use it, and then he used it. And then he used it, and then, I don't know. I like when they use the stuff I make for them.
They all got it.
It makes me feel good. Because I can think like a dog and a cat. Yeah? Anyway. Yeah! Tell them what quarter it is. So, anyway. What did I call the talk today? I just named it like right before I started. Hi, PETA. I'm actually pretty good. I get so stressed out when the critters got to go to the vets and stuff. Everything stresses me out. I'm just a bundle of nerves or nerve transmutation. They're all in here bouncing around, but I'm not going to let them rule my life. Right? Isn't that what they say? So I don't. So I didn't do any. I put a lot of stuff away. I did so many. I see, that's so funny. I didn't do anything today. Must have done like freaking 5 or 6 loads of laundry. Oh my god! And folded it all and vacuumed out the drawers and put it away and stuff like that. Nope. Over to here, this one. As soon as the sun goes down, I leave the windows open. I go through in the morning, open up all the windows about 9 or 10 o'clock after the sun gets up and we're actually starting to get the heat. And then, but as soon as the sun goes down, you got to freaking close windows strategically because it starts getting cold, man. We're supposed to get snow on Friday.
Oh my God.
So I'm going to get some construction trash bags and take them over to the other place and do one more final go through and leave the keys and close the door on that chapter in life, you know. But I don't really think much, after I leave a place, I don't think much about it anymore, you know, because I'm just focusing on life and trying to create a routine, you know. A new how it's going to be for a while until something changes. Because as you can tell in the world, man, things are changing so fast. So fast. Not where I live, though. I think about all the places I've been and all the places we've lived and all the activities I've done throughout my life, and of all those places and all those things I've ever done, to just be perfectly content, pretty much out in the middle of the nowhere with some trees, a stream across the street, a place to garden in the backyard, a nice fenced-in yard for the dogs with the lawn so they don't have to walk on the hard desert land and thistles and stickers and stuff. And where we can be comfortable in the elements, and I'm perfectly content with that. And I look around and I see so many people in the world, they're not content.
They're not happy at all.
They're not content. I mean, as nervous as I get about stuff, a lot of that's energy. I understand that in Uranus, and I get it, all of it, I get it, and where my placements are, I get it. And I just have a lot of extenuating circumstances on top of my astrology so I can learn how to keep myself even keel. Because it's not good for me to get too excited about stuff. It's okay, Tuck. Luna's right there. Give her kisses. Where's Artie? Oh, he's right there. And, yep, he's sleepy boy. He's my old man. This is all I want, is just everybody to be okay. And I take them out all the time. Like when I'm done here, I'll ask who wants to go walk around the yard, and then a couple of them will, okay, I'll go. You know, and I vacuumed today and mopped today, and I'm gonna stay on top of it. So yeah, snow's coming, so I gotta get a snow shovel tomorrow. Because I don't know how much it snows where we are here. But at the other place, sometimes we get like 6, 7 inches, 8 inches.
That's a lot.
And I would just keep clearing a path for the dogs. Because they're so short. Luna! I see you, girl. I see you. You always wait. You like Benny. Yeah, you ornery girl. Pretty lady. I trimmed some of her nails today. She did not like it. But she let me, and I was grateful for that. Tuck, just go back up here, lay down, and then we'll go walk around in a minute. Good boy. Good girl. Whoa! Good girl. See, and she discovered she likes sitting up on that chair, too. She likes it, and now she's mad because she's like, hey, what are you doing on top of the cage? But he's like, what? She's like, I guess I'll just sit right here. I got they're entertainment all the time. They're constantly entertaining me. And now Tucker's like, why are you guys up there? Come here, Tuck. Go inside the kennel right there, bud. Let me finish my talk. He doesn't like being over there by himself. Oh, cause chaos. That's what we're stuck. See, that's the thing is these are one of the questions that I just won't know the answer to all the way until after I take my last exhale and my spirit and my soul venture out into the ethers where all the answers are. So, but until then, one of the questions I ask all the time, it's like, astrology and the potential of the energies that it brings, right? And I almost wonder if the powers that be they do things to stop the natural progression, like things that are supposed to happen organically, they stop it. Just because it's weird how much people want to be in control. And when you're not when you don't care, when you're a person that is just like more concerned that people are free, and that is such a broad spectrum term too, because freedom is everybody doing whatever they want, and a lot of people do really gross, creepy things. So are we really ready for that? But they're doing it anyway. I like burning candles, but I don't know. I'm turning into a little freaking nervous old lady. Paranoid old lady. Fire hazard. We got our, I brought over the, fire extinguisher. So, safety first. But, okay, what I was talking about. And then they create chaos at other times. Right? Because I believe the way I look at it is like, I know when something's going to happen, when something's big's going to happen. Like, we got a sixth sense. How many people just ignore it?
Yes, a lot of people ignore it.
Or
then they get upset because they
didn't listen.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Or they eat so much crap and stifle their connection to sixth sense.
Yes.
Their knowing, their intuition. You know?
And then they get
Alcohol, drugs do it too.
And then they get upset with themselves after the fact.
Yep. So they're going to create a lot of chaos is being created right now. And I'm not even looking on social. I've been too busy. Every now and again I'll look at Facebook or I'll look at Instacrap. Oh my god. Fucking A. The corner of the fucking phone landed directly on my toe. I hate pain, man. Oh my god. That went all the way up into my armpit. Oh, walk it off. I hate pain. Walk it off. The last time I did something like that is I slammed my fingers in the window right next to your bed, and it was like I had shut everything off and I was closing it because it was starting to rain. And I put the stick up in the stick mist, and it came, the whole full weight of it came down on my finger. And it was all I could do because it was dark. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I was going in to lay down, and it freaking shot up into my armpit. That pain, and I just was like, I did a silent scream. I just went, ah. Because that's all I could do. Because if I would have screamed, I would have freaked you out. For sure. You would have been like, what is happening? It was all dark and stuff like that. That's it landed on the toenail that's starting to grow back. So it's like extra tender, too.
It's starting to grow back.
But, yeah, I'm just going to be a little whiny bitch here for a few minutes longer. Because it's feeling better, but I just don't like pain, and I've had to deal with so much pain where it's like, hold still, don't move, and I won't, but it fucking hurts. It hurts.
But it hurts.
It hurts. That's how I learned how to breathe through pain. All kinds of pain. Remember Dr. Niazi? What kind of weird freaking shit was that? What kind of weird logic was that? They put freaking metal rods that look like knitting needles up my hoo-ha, my bladder part, the pee hole. So that's the equivalency of is a dude having stuff stuck up his wang. But they did, and then it's like, okay, now let's put a bigger one because we got to stretch it out. I was a fucking experiment so many times. What? For what? So when I'm old, I can fucking be incontinent because they stretched me off. And then they stuck, because what happened, I used to get bladder infections. Because I hated going to public restrooms. I hated going to public restrooms because I always look very masculine. Even if I was trying to look feminine, I still look masculine. And people would question my validity for being in the restroom.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And now it's all weird. Now everybody just wants everybody to be a fucking weirdo and a pervert and shit like that. And so things have really changed. Oh, you feel like you want to be a girl? Just go get an operation. Oh, if you're born male, you want to be a girl, go get an operation. You're a born girl, female, you want to be a man. Dude, and all the thing is people think that having specific parts, makes them the person that they are. Man or woman. I think when I was little, in my little pipe dream, what I thought a man is a person that had a family and took care of their family and provided for their family. No, that's all the shit that they told on TV, but the reality of it is much, much different. I saw a lot of men getting taken care of as just as another child. That the woman that he was with, she was taking care of him just like she was the kid, just another person to take care of. Because people don't know how to take care of themselves. They don't know how to be self-supporting, emotionally self-supporting, or... Heck, man. If that adage is true, which I do believe that it is, you can't love anybody else and tell you love yourself first. There's a whole lot of love that isn't in the world, so no wonder the muskrat is fucking digging on his freaking satanic freaking bullshit. And he even said he was the Antichrist. I said he was the Antichrist like 3 years ago. He's the muskrat. He's the muskrat. Frickin' rack him right in the junk. See, but that's why there's laws to protect people. But then there's so many people out there that the laws aren't for them. Rules. I mean, think the whole United States military, 5 branches. You want to call the Coast Guard. It's a branch of the military, damn it! It is the most Slackersville of Slackerton. It's up there freaking with like the Army Guard and Reserve. I mean, it's total skate. Just skate. It's like how these little pockets of the system were created just so people could just... It's just more of the club. It's just more of the club. It's just more misappropriation of funds. See. Yeah. I don't know. The karma's coming. Or the Pluto return. And, America's never really been sorry about, decimating 80 million freaking of our ancestors in the Native American land and the indigenous just to freaking wipe, away their part of history. People just like to wipe away history and then create their own. We were talking Mandela effects the other day at the park. And I said, there's one right here. I said, you got one right there. In his he had just gone to the store and it was a Haas avocado. I said, Haas is one. It used to be HAAS and now it's HASS. They changed it. See, they change stuff all the time, and then they say that's not how. It's always been like this. Oh, you're crazy! You're crazy! We must medicate you. We must help you. They do this stuff. They create they create cognitive dissonance all the time. Marketing does. I mean, how many products can a mind handle that it's the best? It's the best. There's so many products that the best, but nothing functions the way it should, and stuff, isn't made. I mean, it lasts like 2 years, 3 years. Big ticket items are only lasting 2-3 years when they were made before in the 60s, 70s, freaking refrigerators, appliances, stuff like that last 20-30 years easy. Right? And they're trying to shorten everything, speed everything up. And I'm glad that more and more people are taking the time to pause and be present in their moments and things like that. Yeah. Yep. I'm glad that more and more people, and I keep hearing about how people are waking up, the great awakening. People are waking up. Maybe they are, but there's always new stuff to wake up to, and it's not always pleasant. That's the thing. It's trying to stay soft and sensitive and tender in a world that is really, there's a lot of darkness, a lot of grossness. And people are going to find out. People got to find out about it. They got to come to terms and accept that the world is full of this stuff. They absolutely have to. Because if they don't, then it's not going to be acknowledged, and people aren't going to be able to freaking, for lack of a better term, heal. You go, girl? You want down? Just a stinker boy got the top, and I'm not happy about it. I'm not in the mood. You're so pretty and cute. May I give you a kiss? May I please? You're so sweet to me. I love you. Oh, you're so pretty. You're so pretty. I love you.
Good girl.
You're a good girl. I bet she's not gonna have any problem with the stairs. The stairs that I got for the bed. She's just gonna go. Roop, roop, roop. Roop, roop, roop. Artie probably will just jump up on the bed for a while until he gets old and tired and old. Luna, I see you. Luna. Tucker, I'll lift him up. Anyway, so I don't know. I don't know how much chaos is gonna be ensuing in frickin' Taos, New Mexico. I mean, but there is no, actually, you know what? I take that back, because I just missed one day that guy got stabbed in the chest in the frickin' park. Yeah. And then paramedics, and then they took off. Oh my God, how Barney Fife is this? This is so podunk. This is how it cracks me up. It cracks me up. The EMTs and stuff around here, they're all like tatted and stuff. I mean, like, I don't know. They're like, the definition of professionalism and all that stuff is dead as far as I'm concerned. It's nope. Anyway, so they pull up in the parking lot. He was like, she was upset and hysterical. He was like, "Shut up, bitch." And then, like, grabbed her by the throat or something like that. And she took out a knife and just stabbed him in the chest.
Oh, God.
And then she was just like, "Oh, my gosh! She just stabbed me!" And then it was like, "Oh, shit, the cops are going to come." And neither of them wanted to deal with the cops. So they got back in their prospective positions in their automobile and drove off. And then you see said paramedic follow him over here, and then they're over here. No, they went that way. They couldn't find these people. I don't even know what happened. So yeah, no, there's chaos everywhere, but there's just going to be more and more. And just the weird stuff. The weird stuff is starting to come out. Like that senator in, what was it, Idaho? Maybe? Or he wasn't a senator, but he ran for senator, I think. Man, that might have not even been the right state. But he killed a freaking young girl years ago. All these, see, it's the secret reveal season. These truths are coming out. All these people are using, they're getting busted with DNA and stuff like that for these crimes that were done long time ago. The truth always comes out. It does, man. It does, and it might not come out in our lifetime and in our incarnation, but when we take our last exhale, the truths are all right there. I mean, we become truth. We become source. We become collective consciousness. We're the vapors. And, just like the freaking potentials that go through the wires of houses of electricity and things like that, One day, we're going to charge the lights. One day we'll charge the lights. I mean, right now, if you notice, I can, depending on my disposition, drain the battery on my phone a lot faster than other days with the same usage. It's us. We disrupt technology all the time, and are they going to start compensating for that? Because it is merging spiritual with science. I find them to be very closely related, oftentimes. Spiritual and science, the magic thereof. It's just there's always freaking extremists, man, that have to ruin things for everybody because they got to have their way. Their way is the only way, and all that nonsense. And a lot of people have just lived quiet for a long time. You getting chilly, Ma?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. So, you want me to turn off that or straighten that fan so it doesn't blow on you?
Yeah.
Did that help?
Yeah. Yeah.
There, I'll point at the dogs on the bed. So, I don't know, a lot of people are going to see some interesting stuff, I mean, that's what life is about, is checking out stuff, interesting stuff. Do not get staunchy with him. He's just laying there. You'd walk all up on him like you're the tallest and you're the shortest. You crack me up, little butt. Wiggle waggle. Look at you, wiggle in the waggle. She's like, could you stop running your mouth and take me walk around, please? I gotta go smell some smells and stuff. Because I'm the pretty girl.
Good girl.
I thought I lost my parka, but I found it. Here's my old flight lines. I had 2 black sweatshirts that I wore when I was in the Air Force. I found all my uniforms and stuff.
Oh, those are nice.
It's just all it's just more stuff to remind me. That's what I did, Mom. As soon as I enlisted, because I was like 26 when I went in. I was old enough to freaking recognize it for what it was, and it had nothing to do with freedom. It was just all business. Luna, get out of there now. It's all business. They had us like herded cattle go in. I remember when we had to get measured for our dress blues. It was an all-day thing.
Wow. That was long.
It was an all-day thing to get our dress blues, our uniform, and everything was a business. Everything. They even had basic training yearbooks and stuff like that. All the commemorative stuff, and then you get all the, it's so we can go to other countries and kill people that we don't belong in for their shit and steal their shit, I mean, when is America going to start saying, sorry, we're the asshole? We're not going to do that anymore. But no, wait. You got the machismos at the top that are going to be like, we're going to take this all the way through. We're going to take this as far as we can go. And see, because they don't know people that are dying. It's all the people that are on my Facebook feeds that for years I've been saying, stop freaking encouraging your loved ones to enlist in any kind of military branch. Stop doing it. It's not that world anymore. Now people know too much. I watched it. I saw the freaking pilots. I saw the footage. I watched it in my work center. And I about vomited. The pilots laughing. That's why Assange is freaking... He's better off where he's at than coming back to the United States, that's for sure. But there's people that like killing people, that look at people as toys, and they don't recognize it, or they don't care. They don't care that they have families. They don't care. They don't care. They just look at ha. Just, I mean, to listen to that pilot freaking laugh and freaking wipe these, civilians out. It was gross and it was disgusting. And I ain't never heard no freaking politician, no bureaucrat, nobody ever apologized for that, ever. That's gross. I mean, that shit is like, no wonder other countries think we suck. Because when a whole country acts in a less than integritous way, we suck. And the I can't even call him the frickin' that frickin' knob in the frickin' White House now. Dude has a wet brain, dude. Has just drank too much frickin' booze his whole life. His brain is gone. He's a puppet. He's probably just like a freaking android, and there's like, they pull different ones out of the closet for whatever occasion. He's just, and his pervert son. Yeah, pervert junkie son. Yeah, junkie pervert his son. Yeah. That's what this country has evolved to. And people still go out and get their stupid little stickers and think, it's going to get better now. It's a chance. Well, there's always an opportunity for it to rotate. You got to get out there. I mean, come on, man. People really think this shit is even, like, who's counting the votes? I never believed in that system. I never believed in any of these systems that were freaking imposed upon, or I imposed myself upon the Air Force so I could go to college because I knew I needed a job, take care of mom. But all that did is give me the life experiences to see that everything is a club. And I was a part of a lot of clubs. Yeah. Yeah, I could go wherever I want, do whatever I want. And I would too. I went to and then I went on a lot of I went to freaking Florida one time just to see Chelsea Handler with Joe Coy. Because they were on the same ticket, and I'd never been to Florida really. I never in my whole entire life ever cared about freaking the whole. See, I broke the program in a lot of ways. I broke the program. I break programs. I get people to see all the other things in the world they could be doing. And just like the whole Disney World thing, that is not a vibrational frequency. That is me at all. I don't understand it. I don't understand the people that go back again and again and again. I listened to freaking Adam, whatever his name is, talk about it. Man, it is so challenging sometimes for me to listen to other people and their perceptions on things. What's that about? Anyway, but he took it. See, I could not hang out with the guy. I couldn't. I respect his opinion and his perspective as far as astrology is concerned, but he is like all the things that make my third eye twitch. Like purple. Purple is my least favorite color on the planet. I hate purple because of what it represents, the regalia and all the bullshit nonsense. It's my least favorite color. Of all the colors, I hate purple. So, and then his wife just let him buy a new Jeep. I'm sure it's one of those frickin' bullshit Ramacron. They're frickin' everywhere. They're all over the place. They're like $60,000, yeah, with the, and it's like, dude, you get a flat tire, you're calling AAA, bitch. That's the thing, is like, oh my God, that stuff drives me crazy. Oh no, Daddy, what are we gonna do? Don't worry, girls, I'll call AAA. Why don't you get out and change the tire? I'd be glad to show you, ever, And then he just took for a week, because, a couple days is enough. So you got to do Disneyland for a week, get the little passes, all these high-class problems, But that's all right, because they offer a sliding scale for people to learn how to read astrology. That's nice. There's so many bigger ways to help, and I get that people don't understand the needs, because I mean his were all met. He grew up a preacher's kid, you know. All your shit is for based on freaking tax exemption and bullshit. More of the systems. See, I never got the advantage of the systems, and I had to work really hard in the systems. So I get pissy when I see freaking God soft hands. soft hands. Because at some point in people's lives, people have to get and understand and know what hard work is. You know, people should have to go, okay, everybody do a little this, everybody do a little this. But no, they created this whole collegiate bullshit system. Soft hands. And people aren't doing the work, and we're really going to feel... You're gonna see it more and more at the grocery store, all over the place, more every place. Stuff not there because people aren't at the place to make them or to drive them, or because people just don't wanna. They just don't wanna. So things are gonna get real interesting because people don't wanna. Anyway. All in all, today was a pretty okay day. I get stressed out. I don't know what to do about that. Like I'm breathing all the time. Like at the vet place. You know, because like I don't know. It started off because I'm driving in and I said, okay, I'm coming in with Stan Lee. It's actually closer to the vet for we live now in the sticks than where we lived before. I had to go all these back ways and stuff like that. But it took like 20 minutes. Now it takes like 8. It's a straight shot up the hill. But up and then down anyway. But and then the lady, she's really nice. She's just, I don't know. Like, okay, I'll just say what happened. So I said, I'm coming in with Stan Lee. He has a dental this morning. And she was like, okay, let me just look it up. And then I gave her my name. And she couldn't find it. For whatever reason. And I was getting frustrated. And then I'm getting closer. And then she was like, she's like, well, he has a dental at 11:30. I said, yeah. I said, but drop off is it between 8 and 8:30. I said, I'd done this freaking 100 times. I'd done this. I know that, you know. And she's like, okay, well, hold on. and then so finally she figured it out. And now that I think about it, it's funny because the song in my ear right now is Social Distortion. I was wrong. Now that I think about it, I was stressed because of dropping Stan Lee off. It wasn't really that big of a deal. It wasn't that, you know, like I got there and she's like, okay, just come in go to your right. Because sometimes I got to go to my left. It depends. And so that's what I was calling ahead about. And then, I don't know. I think I was never allowed to make mistakes and stuff, you know, like I didn't get cut slack. People didn't cut me slack in a lot of areas. And so, but in some areas, depending on the heart, I got a lot of slack. Like Mr. Holohan, he gave me a lot of slack. He was my favorite teacher. And I guess later on, after I went to Nova, and I think it changed into Foothill High School or after that or something, I heard that he actually got, I don't know, he got in trouble in some capacity because somebody was being a smartass in his class, and he grabbed him by the arm and just escorted him out of the class and freaking like threw him out. And then so yeah, well, you gotta put your hand on, dude. You know, that's the thing is they're having such a problem getting people to teach, you know, and everybody's all freaking. I don't know, man. Kids are not. We're all the cool kids that don't want to freaking wreak havoc or cause major destruction or whatever, you know? We're all the kids that just like to go from freaking, just like to hang out with their friends and freaking play pinball. Stuff like that, you know? Go camping in the summer, stuff like that. Now they're violent, they're disrespectful, and they get it from at home. And we're just in this big old hodgepodge of freaking the people of people that just don't know how to act right to people. They don't know how to use manners, and a big contribution is because of this. Because people are like, F you, I can say whatever I want to you, blah, 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 because I will never see you, ha, 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 troll, 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 whatever, right? And, I wanted to see there, that's what I want to do. When I was a kid, this would trip me out. I wouldn't do it with technologies. Let's see how many I can see. Well, it's not going to work. But if I had a mirror, it would. But that's what I used to do it with, is mirrors. And at my grandma's house, she always had these big, grand, huge mirrors all over the place. What was that about? Anyway, and I would line them up, and it's just dimensions. That's what they were in my mind. They were just all of these dimensions. And then it went up into a curve. And then I'd just sit there and I'd look and I'd wait. And I just waited for something else to come from a different dimension to hurtle through. And I'd get ready, and if it did, I would just freaking close the mirrors closed, and then burp, couldn't come in. Right? Yep. That's what I did when I was a little kid. I was also making pancakes when I was like 2-3 years old. Until one time I actually like turned on the griddle and started making pancakes, and Grandma came down and I got in trouble.
You got in trouble for?
Because they were all asleep. I got up early because I'd seen her. All I have to do is watch somebody do something a couple times, and I know how to do it. I watched her. I know what measuring cups. I knew how much, you know, and then it was like, let me do it. I want to do it. I was that little kid. Let me do it. I want to do it. Let me try. Freaking adults hated me. Because sometimes I'd try stuff and I could do it just as good as them, but I was a kid.
Yeah. They were upset about that.
They did not like that at all. I took a lot of power away from people, I guess, in their mind. I didn't know what I was doing, but anyway.
Well, you had some good experience.
But yeah, I wonder what things would have been like if I would have been like, I don't know, if those gifts were embraced, you know. Oh yeah, sure, cook. What else you want to cook? You know, let's make pasta. Let's do, you know, not getting reprimanded. I got in trouble a lot. I think I got in trouble a lot. I'm sure I got in trouble a lot because of, I scared people.
You scared?
I did things and they'd get scared. Like you, like I'd go climb trees and you'd get scared.
How about you fall?
Yeah, exactly. So I scare people, and then that turns into anger, so I get in trouble and get yelled at a lot. And then there were times that I did almost drown, and I got electrocuted, and
You got electrocuted?
yeah, when I touched that electric fence, I was probably 8. That's the first time the guardian angel kicked me.
That would hurt.
Yeah, it did. I thought it was Jerry. He's like, "What'd you do that for?" I said, "'Cause you just kicked me." I said, "No, I didn't." Because I had both hands on that electric fence. I was like,
Little things. I don't want.
yeah.
I don't want no holding. Electric
Mom
fence.
doesn't. Yeah, I don't want. Oh, yeah, that was. Yeah, I'm wound tight. I'm high strung. I've had a lot of freaking. My amperage. I'm intense. And most of the world doesn't like intensity, I'm finding.
What does
Intense means. I like things. I like when life is just like light and cool and stuff like that. But when stressful things happen, there's switches that go off. Yeah, both. Yeah. So
So do you stop dealing with it?
I know. I just get through whatever the issue is and
Move on.
I try to. But there's just so much nonsense that is coming up in the world. Just BS. Like situations that you just gotta look at and be like, where are the cameras? Like, is this for real right now? And where I live, I mean, I like customer service is non-existent. It's non-existent. It's just, it's hilarious. And when I see it, I'm grateful for it and I acknowledge it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, because it is few and far between. That's just because, like, most of the people that own places here are so fucking hoity-toity about shit. I just want to knock it off them. Like, hoity-toity, be gone. I freaking hate hoity-toity. Tesla. Anyway, I'm done running my mouth. I gotta take dogs out. I always feel better after I do these. And my toe doesn't hurt as bad, but man, the whole weight of this. The whole weight of this.
That is heavy.
I don't know how much that weighs.
That is heavy.
But directly, all of it on my toe.
Ooh, that would hurt.
Yeah, it did. Oh, Benny, you're so cute, Benny ball.
He is cute.
He's cute, dog. He's a good boy. You want to go walk around, Benny? Yes, I know, Marge. Benny not in the mood, Marge. Don't you see how cute Benny is here, Marge? Yeah, Benny Beanie Ball, Marge. He's like a little bean. Like a little bean. Like a kidney bean. Benny Bean. Benny Bean in the ball. Benny Bean in the ball.
This is for Benny. Good boy.
He drives me crazy. He's my problem